All right, folks, so the word of the Lord today is siren equals risen. I heard 3 sirens today, and siren equals risen, using the same letters it's ordained by heaven, okay? And every single time you hear a siren, it's for the glory of Jesus who is risen. Period. And as I speak, there's probably, millions of them right now as I speak, going woo, up and down in cities all over the world. And why does the siren go up to the very highest and down to the very lowest? Because Jesus came down from above, okay, was crucified, dead and buried, and went down to the depths of Sheol, came up and rose back up to heaven, okay? And that's why it's risen. He is risen. Well, where did he rise from? He had to come down first and then rise back up. And he's coming back again, which means he's coming back down. But every siren, okay, whether it's a fire truck, a police car, or an ambulance, gets turned on because someone has fallen down and they need to get helped up. And they need to be arisen, as it were. And so all of this, I'm here to tell you the truth, by God Almighty, that all of this is foreordained for the glory of God, God, who is 3 persons, God the Father, Jesus Christ the Son, and the Holy Ghost. They imagined sirens before the foundation of the world and said to themselves, the word siren is going to be composed of the same letters as the word risen, okay? And a siren is going to go up and down in a sound, woo! I can't even imitate it. You know, sirens are gorgeous to listen to. They're very attractive, actually, like the up and down sound. But that is foreordained, okay, to remind everyone who hears it at all times that Jesus Christ, the Son of God, okay, came down from heaven, okay, to earth as a man, was crucified, and was born in the most humble place. Like, he came from the highest of the heights down to the lowest of the low. He was literally born in a manger, okay, a feeding stall for animals. And was crucified, okay, dead, buried, rose the 3rd day. He is risen, and then he ascends to heaven where he stands at God's right hand, and he's coming back down again to usher in eternity. But clearly, okay, the declaration that he came from above, descended, and went back up again, okay? And that's why the siren sound does that, and that is why siren equals risen. You cannot have the concept of risen without the assumption that the person was somehow below first, okay? Something happened that put the person down, and they needed to be risen, okay? And that's why the siren goes up and down, and it's all for the glory of Jesus, okay? All day, everywhere, in every city all over the world, okay? And it's all foreordained for his glory, okay? And again, whenever someone picks up the phone and a police officer turns on that siren, okay, they know, okay, someone has fallen down. Someone is in trouble. Someone has somehow fallen down, okay, in life. Whether it's physical pain, whether it's an emotional trauma, whether they're in fear, whatever, and someone has somehow stumbled and is fallen down, and they need help to be risen. And that's why the siren gets turned on and help is on the way. It's so cool when you hear from the Lord, and it just, everything, okay, I repeat, anything and everything you've ever seen in the story of God is for his glory. It all perfectly points to everything that Jesus achieved, okay, in his visit to planet Earth, and all the details thereof. But it's super satisfying to get this perfect math and the anagram. So, and again, it's the joy, okay? Risen is 65, okay? Which equals white, and rejoice, and today, okay? And horse, Jesus comes back on a white horse, and all the rest of it. Yeah, so I'm just here to preach, okay, the words that God... now, we actually reviewed that word risen this very morning when doing a word study, and then as I just went about my day in Langley, it's obvious. God ordained me first, a glaring ambulance coming straight head on for me as I left the Salvation Army building, the Gateway of Hope, and just glaring. And it was very dramatic, okay? Siren equals risen, okay? And these vehicles they're like a parade. Like they're like the authority. They are the very symbol of authority, you know? And also the symbol of it's like make way. It's like a parade. It's like he is risen. Sound, the highest, most, ear-piercing sound there is. And when Jesus comes back, like it's all celebration. It's all like the most, make way parade that you could ever imagine, with trillions of angels involved. Okay, but as I speak, there's billions of authority vehicles with sirens that are literally screaming this out day and night, saying make way, and everyone pulls over and makes way for Mr. Siren, Mr. Risen, Jesus Christ. Never forget that Jesus is not a small person. Never forget that Jesus is just your local church. Never forget that Jesus, or excuse me, never forget that Jesus is very G-O-D, very controller of all atoms together with Father. He's a very big person. Okay, he's very aware that he designed sirens and all these emergency vehicles by the thousands before the foundation of the world, together with the whole Trinity. So, big word from the Lord. If you hear a siren today, he is risen. Rejoice. Tell someone. There have been no shortage of stories where God has raised people up that were on the way out in ambulances while the siren was blaring.